This was my tripod for some B-roll footage. Use nature. All right, what's going on, guys? We're backpacking, camping, hiking, all that, pretty much all the outdoor stuff, and we are brand new to it. We camp a lot, but we bring, you know, everything in our trucks and stuff.
We're tree huggers.
We are tree huggers. Pack in, pack out. Yeah, so we're here in the middle of the woods right now. Hiking to our camp spot. And yeah, we're completely new beginners to this pretty much. So we're just gonna bring you guys along for the journey. Oh, don't want to get hit in the face by trees. We were trying to follow this water for a clean moving source of water so we could filter it and have drinking and cooking water. But well, cooking water is fine because we're gonna boil it, but we brought extra water just in case because it is the middle of December and we figured these creeks would be dried out, which they are. Check this out. That'd be a cool little camp spot.
Like this is a big no-no. You always want to clean up after yourself. People clearly didn't.
Yeah.
At least bring a trowel if you're going to come out on the trail.
Yep.
Clean for everybody. People don't want to walk across shit.
Someone took a poopsie over here. Didn't clean it up. Number one rule of camping, maybe besides putting out your fires, clean up after yourself. Pack in, pack out. Look, more. Nobody wants to walk through your you know, more. Yeah, awesome. This is the toilet back here. That's probably about 2 miles, like around, I'd say. But here we are. We're about to set up camp. Got a nice fire pit. Already some wood for us. Look at this. Someone left us a lighter. That's a white lighter though.
And they left us some
That's bad luck.
s'mores.
See if it works.
S'more sticks. That's nice of them.
It's dead.
And
Hot dog sticks. Dude, come on though. Pack in, pack out. Take your stuff with you. All right, we got the tent set up. I'm gonna show you, I guess, a little bit about what I brought. This is my sleeping bag, which I will throw in there soon. Halenox chair. I have a sleeping pad. I bring that just because it's so light. It's just extra layer for comfort and to sit on, you know, if you're going into any random spot. Here's my fuel for my cooking system. Just a 750 milliliter pot. Pillow. Some food. Dehydrated. Here's my sleeping pad. Sea to Summit. More food. Pot gripper down here, and then a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. An extra jacket down here. Gloves. It's gonna be pretty cold tonight. Yeah, there's a dead bee in here. This sleeping pad. This right here, I love. It's self-inflating, so I pretty much just gotta open it. Open the valve on it, and then it will blow itself up, and then I can, you know, blow into it to add any more air that I want. Sleeping bag on top of that. Let that inflate for a second, then set everything else up. I got a 20-degree sleeping bag. It's gonna be 32 tonight. I told you guys we were beginners. Well, at least to backpacking. I forgot my tent stakes, which usually is not that big of a deal, but it is kind of windy and my tent was getting blown around. But another reason why it's good to camp with your buddies. Christian brought some extra stakes, so we were saved. Sleeping pad, inflated. Here's my pillow. Super nice, light, easy to fill up. I should specify we are not going for ultralight backpacking. We don't have the money for that, or the experience. I would end up ripping something and ruining it. There you go. Pillow set up. Now we're set. And you know what you have to do every time you finish setting up the bed. First, clean off your shoes. Then you gotta test it out. Oh yeah. Oh, this is comfy already. Nice. Look at that. You're living like a king in here. 4-inch sleeping pad. It's like a damn air mattress. Oh, you got the Nemo sleeping bag too. This is nice.
On sale,
Big
baby.
pillow. Yeah, he's living like a king in here tonight.
One thing about a whole lot of our backpacking gear, I know it might seem expensive, especially starting off. Maybe you don't have the most amount of money to do everything. If you just go into the stores, check their deals, check their clearance. REI has a membership program where you can buy used gear. I mean, a lot of my gear, I bought it for anywhere from 75% off to half off, and I just got lucky with finding it. It's just that you have to keep going to see what you can find.
Yeah, very true. And I mean, this is not a cheap hobby, even if, you know what I mean, a lot of the stuff is going to be pretty expensive, but it's worth it if you're going to get into it and you like it. All right, now it's time to get some firewood. It's going to get dark here in about probably an hour, and I don't want to be getting firewood in the dark, so got to get enough firewood to last us the night and hopefully the morning. There's one. That used a tree. Hey, I'll take that.
Huh? Oh, hell yeah.
Getting firewood is probably going to be the most energy taxing task you got to do while camping. So You want to make sure you've eaten a good meal and you have a good meal to eat afterwards. Replenish some energy, some calories. But you need it. It's better to get it done earlier than later when you have no energy. I was about to start the fire and you can see it smoking already. Somebody must have been camping here recently. You can still see some hot embers and it's really hot still. I bet I can get it to start by itself. There we go. I should have had more kindling ready though. That took 10 minutes, but slowly starting. We didn't have to use a ferro rod or a lighter or anything. I just threw leaves and kindling on old embers and she's getting there. When we were cutting wood, I thought we had about an hour left of sunlight, but you can see it over there now. We probably got about an hour left. All right, guys, we're gonna show you the good and the bad. All this firewood that we did collect, it's like super dense and full of moisture and won't light. We've been trying for about 30 minutes and it's on and off, but the actual logs themselves are not igniting. So we brought a backup bundle of firewood that will burn just in case, and we weren't gonna use it unless we had to, and we have to. Hopefully this wood will get the fire going enough to dry out all the other logs and then they'll catch eventually. And then we're gonna load up all these other logs that are wet around the fire and hopefully dry those out and have enough firewood for the night. I don't know if you guys can see that log. That's how much moisture is in these logs. It is sizzling out. Finally got the fire going. Drinking some brews, winding down. Food review coming soon. Food review. We actually got the fire going pretty good, and we didn't even use we haven't used much of the firewood that we bought. We just had to use a little to get it going. All those logs that were wet are starting to dry out. You can see that one's still wet and sizzling out. But yeah, we got it going pretty good now. And we found this huge log here. We have like pretty much a tree. It was already laid down. Can't tell if it's cedar or pine or something. It smells really good, like it is cedar or pine, but it's super wet on the inside and it's still burning. So I think we got plenty of wood. We got these over here still drying out. Those are not usable. They're just soaked, but I think we got plenty of wood to last us tonight and well into tomorrow morning until it warms up again. Dinner time. We're eating the Mountain House chicken feedable. I got a 750 milliliter pot. Metal stove. It says to add 12 ounces of boiling water, and I literally have about exactly 12 ounces left in here, so that's perfect. There we go. Water's starting to boil. Oh yeah. Now we wait 5 minutes, open it, stir it, close it, let it sit another 4. Perfect. See y'all in a minute. It's time. for the chicken fajita bowl. Ooh, look at that. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The chicken is like, I mean, you know, it's dehydrated, so it's a little dry, but seasoning and everything's pretty good. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll give this one chicken fajita bowl solid like 7 out of 10. Oh yeah, I'm in for the night after this one. What do you think about that chicken risotto?
So, not gonna lie, if you're used to a typical risotto where it's creamy and you get all the taste of the authentic risotto, it's nowhere near that. It's still pretty good. It tastes like chicken with rice with a little bit of seasoning. I'd say it's about a 5 out of 6 or 5 out of 10.
5 out of 6. All right, boys, I'm about to call it a night.
Had a pretty busy night.
Good night. All right, boys, we're heading to sleep. See you guys in the morning, unless something happens in the middle of the night, then I'll bring you guys along. Other than that, good night. Good morning, boys. It's cold as hell. About to get an instant coffee going, some breakfast, and then probably go on a hike. I'm a little hungover. We're gonna go on a hike though in a little bit. Gotta get a coffee in, some breakfast, and then we'll go on a hike later. Got a little tip for you guys. Nice and cold. I got my food heating up right now, rehydrating. Cold. Tuck that in your jacket. Zip that up. I'm nice and cozy now. Christian is out taking the morning dump. I already took mine. But yeah, we're gonna chill here for a little bit longer, clean up, and then we're gonna go hike one of these trails. Oh, the smoke's coming right at me. This is gonna be our first video. It's probably gonna be a little short. Might be a little boring. But let us know what you want to see more of, like more backpacking, more hiking, more trails, or more camping. We go camping a lot, but we don't really go minimalist camping. You know, we usually bring a cooler and we bring a grill and all this type of stuff, but we're getting more into the backpacking, and I feel like I don't really see a lot of backpacking content on YouTube, so I'm trying to provide some of that. But hope you guys like it. All right, boys, time to pack up, get out of here, put the fire out, clean up, go hit a trail. Get out, get out, get out. Alrighty, first, we're gonna have to stuff this sleeping bag in here. That's gonna be fun. Perfect fit. This is every strap loose. 13-liter compression bag with my sleeping bag in it. I'm gonna show you how much I can compress this down to. Oh, got it. I could keep going, but it's good for now. Alright, our fire was still smoldering a little bit, and we're out of water completely, so we're gonna walk down to this like almost dried out creek, fill this up 1 or 2 times, and make sure that the fire's out before we go. You never want to leave a fire like that, especially fall right now. Everything's dead, a bunch of dead dry leaves all over the ground, and Smokey would not be, he would not be happy with you if you did that, you know? So we're gonna make sure this fire's completely out before we leave. Got the fire out, it's still smoking right now because we just poured water on it, so it's just steam, but pretty confident that that's not gonna reignite or go anywhere. Pack in, pack out, leave the place just like you came, guys. Clean up all the trash, clean up extra trash too if you see it. We will see you guys maybe on a trail here in a minute. All right, this is where we're gonna stay next time on the next episode. Snake Creek Gap. We start here and we want to be somewhat close to a water source. Obviously we have to be a certain amount away from it to camp, but the closest one looks like it's about here, and we're assuming that that's going to be about 5 to 6 miles, because down here would be 7 from the start. So we'd have to at least get there. So we're going to have to, it's definitely going to be a lot more than the last camping trip, but we're going to go ahead and hike a little bit of the trail and just see what it looks like. All right, we hiked a little bit of the trail just to get a feel for it and scout it out. It's definitely going to be rough, and we're assuming, looking at the map, kind of roughly basing it on 5 miles probably to the nearest water source, and we barely just walked in. Yeah, it's like all uphill. We're not really used to walking that much. Like I said, we did 2 miles, and you know, I mean, it wasn't that hard, but it's definitely going to be more of a challenge, but I think that's what makes it fun. So we'll see you on the next episode. Look at this huge tree that fell over the road. Luckily we're in a little pickup truck that can get under it, but look at this. We gotta drive under it. Completely under it right now. That's crazy.